Welcome to Foxfire Tarot. Thank you for being patient. I have last few days, I basically had a lot going on, so I couldn't post the remaining videos. So I'm here today to get started. And first up is Cancer. So since we are in now Cancer, happy birthday to all the Cancers out there, Cancerians. And we're going to go ahead and start your reading. So first we're going to pull your angel card. So we're going to do a little shuffle here and just wait for some people to jump on and see if anybody joins us today. We had 3 cards pop out for you. We only want 1, so I'm going to put them back in the deck. And we're going to just, hope everyone's doing well. It's been rainy here in Halifax, and everybody's kind of like doom and gloom, feeling with everything that's going on in the world. And, you know, we're not going to talk about it, but we know what United States is going backwards. No offense, guys. I know a lot of you watch me from the United States, but it's just, it's not right what's happening. Anyway, yeah, so go ahead and pull an angel number for you guys. Hey, Rob, what's going on? Woohoo! I miss you, bud. Yeah, we got to connect. I'm sorry I haven't called you and texted. It's just been crazy. But I'm going to get in touch with you today. I promise. I'm going to send you, WhatsApp and WhatsApp. Yes, we're going to connect. No, nothing, just work, life, trying to balance it all. I adopted a new cat. So just sort of managing life. And, some relatives of mine were in a car crash recently, so that was kind of stressful. And but luckily nobody was hurt too terribly bad, just some whiplash and some bruises and stuff. And the car's totaled, but they were rear-ended, which isn't very good. But so I was kind of stressed as a mom, even though he's like a young adult, I was still very stressed out. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and pull a card. Thanks for joining, by the way. Okay, so this is just, maybe I was supposed to take those 3 cards, I feel like. There we are. Okay, I'm going to listen. Let's see. So we have a bunch here. So those of you who, whatever this resonates with, I suppose you're supposed to take it. This has never happened before, but I'm going to go ahead and read them anyway. So we have, I was going to change glasses because I'm going blind these days. Okay. So we have 6-6. It says your angels are asking you to be open and willing to receive assistance from them no matter how it manifests. Deliver your fears and anxieties over to your angels. Express gratitude for all the abundant provisions the infinite universe has bestowed upon you. So that is the 2 6s, which is the number 12, which is the number 3. Then we have 1, which it says create your own reality through how you choose to speak to yourself. Oh, that's a big one. Your angels want you to be aware of your personal truths and beliefs, and are they creating a positive or negative reality for yourself? So a lot of people struggle with self-image, self-worth, insecurities, and things like that. And this card basically is saying, like, make sure you put positive intentions into the universe about yourself, right? So I love that. So that's number 1 as well. And then 1823. Congratulations. This is a message from your angels that you are manifesting wealth and prosperity. This is the encouragement to have faith in your divine path. Now is the time to live in your truth and be a light to others. So 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, which is the number 5. All right, so then we have 222, which is your divine thoughts, wishes, and dreams are being manifested. Your mind is fertile ground to grow the highest results you wish to see in your life. So 222 is about, well, the number 2 is about like new beginnings and creation. So this is about manifesting, right? So I love that for you guys. That's 222, which is the number 6. And then we have the number 6. Your angels are bringing you a message to balance out your goals and aspirations. Keep going. You got it. So there you have that one. And then 555, which literally appears for me everywhere. Hi, Miss Mystic. So huge changes lie ahead of you. Don't be afraid to call on your angels for help. These major shifts will provide fruitful results in your life. So yeah, that's about change. I'll update you in a second, Mystic. 5, 10, 15. So that's the number 6. So let's add these up. I'm just curious, guys, to see what's going on here. So we have 12. We have 11. We have 3. 6. Number 8. Ms. Mystic, this is your number. So all these cards I pulled, okay, I'm gonna recap for you since you just joined in. So we pulled 222, 1823, 6, 555, 1, and 66, which I explained, and you can go back and look at it. Well, I'll just tell you. 222, thoughts and wishes, dreams can be manifested. Number 6, your angels bringing you a message to balance out your goals and aspirations. 1823, this message is from your angels that you're manifesting wealth and prosperity. Congratulations. Huge change. 555. Angels helping you change, bringing things in. 66, your angels are asking you to be open and willing to receive receive assistance from them, no matter how it manifests. So that's a huge one. And then number 1, create your own reality through how you choose to speak to yourself. Your angels want you to be aware of your personal truths and beliefs. So this is a big one for me personally. I'm dealing with right now with someone close to me, and I feel like this message was for me, but take it for you as well. So yeah, so I added them all up, and that's the number 8, which is the infinity symbol. So just so you know. Okay, so we're putting those away. Those gave me a hard time. The 3 came out, and I was like, no, I only just want 1, because, I was being all in my ego. Like, no, I just want 1, instead of accepting what was coming. And then I was like, okay, fine. And then they wouldn't give me any cards, right? And then they finally came out, and it's like, all these freaking cards float. I'm like, fine, I'll read them all. So, all right. So these cards have already been shuffled. And I'm going to ask you guys, because this is a new thing I'm doing, and I don't know, it's kind of fun. So what card would you like to go with? We have we're not going to put that card out there because that's not a very nice card. I'll shuffle them up again after that. So we have these cards and we have these cards. And these cards are like your just normal waiter deck. And these cards are more sort of intuitive, and they're really pretty artwork on them. But anyway, so this deck will be number 1 and this deck will be number 2. So which deck should I pull from? Number 1, number 2. Number 1, number 2. Okay, guys, there's only 2 to choose from. Pick one. Number 2. Okay. Intuitive pretty. Aw. Yeah, I love her. Do you watch her? Okay, so we both got number 2 deck called out. Okay, good. All right, so I'm just going to take a quick sip. Kindred spirits are forever. Okay, this is Foxfire Tarot readings. You too can have some merch when I get up to over 200 viewers. I will make you a cup when I reach 1,000 viewers. I tell you right now, I will get a cup and send it to you. The 1,000th person who subscribes to my channel, someday I will make a cup like this, and I will have their name on it, and I will send it to them. That's kind of fun. Okay, so here we go. Now they are pre-shuffles, but I am just going to give them another little energy shuffle. Oh, before I shuffle these guys, I want to pull a card. Now, I know maybe some of you aren't Cancers and maybe cross watchers are just joining in for the fun of it to get a card pulled for you at the end of the reading. But I want to pull an oracle card to see for Cancers out there, maybe what they're dealing with, any kind of message, sort of like in reference to this reading that perhaps they're dealing with or struggling with or need to hear. Or perhaps it's just something that is going to pop out that's going to resonate with a viewer that comes on here. Oh, thanks for all the love, guys. Okay, so here we go. I got to really focus on the energy so I can get this right. Thank you. Okay, so rejection. Oh, wow. Am I tapping into somebody else and not Cancers, guys? Because, like, this is literally, I feel like, about somebody I'm dealing with in life. But anywho, maybe I'm tapping into my own energy. And for that, I am sorry if this does not resonate with you guys. Like, it's probably for me. And the energy in the world is telling me what to do with the situation that's on my mind. So, literally, if this is like, if I come back to Cancer and there's like 2 people that actually watched it fully, then I will redo this one. Anywho, it's rejection. So some of you out there are most likely dealing with rejection and thoughts playing in your head and, you know, manifesting negative fear-based thoughts. So we'll put that aside. So I feel like some people out there maybe that are watching or perhaps are Cancers for this reading, you know, may be dealing with some rejection there. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and pull our cards now. So Miss Mystic, Rob the Shark's here, and he's a really good friend of mine. He's from the States, and we met on Smule. He's my Smule buddy. Okay, so the Star in reverse, 5 of Cups in reverse. Huh. So somebody out there was wishing on something to come to fruition, trying to manifest something in something very emotional, something very deep within them that they were trying to work through. And I feel like it just did not come out the way they wanted. Maybe they didn't get what they were looking for and feel kind of like, again, that sense of rejection, being sucked into a vortex of negative fear-based thinking. Like, why didn't this happen for me? Maybe I'm not good enough. What about my self-worth? You know, what, like if I'm being rejected somehow with work or maybe a relationship or maybe it was a job you applied for. Anyway, something didn't happen the way that you wanted it to. But we have the 3 of Wands there. So that past energy is really talking about being guarded, having your wall up now a little bit, and it is fire, so it's a bit of an action card now. So like you're actively trying to like protect yourself from future feelings of, you know, this negativity, right? And getting that energy sort of like out of your system. But at the same time, you're willing to, you know, kind of like move forward. So that's good. Like you're not giving up, basically, right? And I like that. So it hasn't got you down all the way, but it just kind of messed with you a little bit. All right, here we go. So it's so rainy and miserable in Halifax. I'm just waiting for the sun to come out. Thank you. God, I was like, why is this happening? Okay, so we have the Queen of Wands. All right, so presently there's somebody in their energy of feeling like they're in their authenticity. They stayed grounded and true to who they were. There's a real strong sense of nurturing going on and compassion and caring. Somebody who's very kind and likes to take care of others. You know, a people pleaser, someone in a situation that is very comforting to this person, or you're in that energy yourself as a natural nature part of who you are. Yeah, the 10 of Cups. Yeah, so somebody here is trying to manifest a partnership, a marriage, a life, moving forward with the 9 of Wands. And the 2 of Cups in reverse. In the future tense. So somebody's looking for their soulmate and they haven't come in yet. 4 of Swords and 9 of Cups. Ooh, okay. And the bottom of the deck is the Page of Cups. So there is a message coming in. There is an offering, an emotional conversation that's going to be had. And a second. And I feel like there's something really small here. I want to look on this card. So somebody's holding their heart or wearing their heart on their sleeve. They're ready to expose that information to someone. And they're thinking, yeah, sure, when pigs fly, that'll ever come true. So little pig in the corner. Like, that person's never going to come around and say that to me. Like, I don't think so, right? But I feel like that's the energy coming through here intuitively, that somebody is holding on to their heart very closely and willing to share that. So that message coming in is going to be one of very, very strong emotion. And then after that, you have the Ace of Swords, which is nice because that's also about abundance and communication. So I like that for you. Okay, so basically what's going on here in this reading is we have somebody who's in the past tense, a wish fulfillment didn't come through. They kind of got sucked into that depression vortex of things, but they are a little bit guarded now moving forward, but they're still in action, like they haven't halted anything, right? And then you have your Queen of Wands energy. So somebody near you or close to you, or perhaps in your partnership or marriage, or if you're single, it could be a loved one, a friend, a family member, whatever. Or this could be your energy as well, if it's a different timeline here. In that nurturing Queen of Wands energy, that actionable kind of like going to do things like acts of service, checking in on you, like making sure you're okay, like very loving and compassionate, okay? And then you have the Ten of Cups energy here, which talks about family, very family oriented, very loyal family dynamic here happening presently in your life. Maybe focus on family and loved ones. This is also my marriage card, the Ten of Cups. So I think of relationships and coming together, people like partnerships, getting married, that sort of thing. So I do really associate that with family, having children, setting foundation. So like, I really feel like someone out there, or maybe a few of you out there on one particular timeline here, is really trying to manifest that into their life if they're single. And if they're not, they're really, really focused on their family life right now. But I also feel like because the Nine of Wands is in this position presently, there's something still like underneath that Three of Wands, right? It's like there's that fire that's still, you're holding on to that flame of that feeling, of that mentality, like you're still very guarded by what happened previously. So like, also I'm getting a message that someone was going after a relationship with somebody, it didn't work out, and now they're like just kind of like, I'm still in myself, my nurturing, caring personality, but I'm a bit guarded now. I'm not going to give all of myself away so quickly next time, right? Like I'm going to hold back just a little bit maybe. And that's maybe why the Two of Cups is in the reverse and 50 tenths, because I think that might be destructive. So I would advise against that. I would advise sort of like just sort of taking that Page of Cups energy, wearing that heart on your sleeve, getting out of that mentality that, like, oh, like, my soulmate, whatever, like that's when pigs fly. Like I just feel like, like like that's bullshit, there's no such thing, or whatever, you've maybe talked yourself into that rejection of self, right? But the Ace of Swords, basically, your communication card, it's the abundance of communication. So beside the Page of Cups, like that's crazy. That's going to be like a conversation that is intense. Okay. Two of Cups in reverse. So it does talk about a breakup or some kind of disconnect, usually in the reverse position. But I also feel like that in in this reading, it's this is the universal energy. This is the future situation of the reading, okay, of the essence of the reading. And so sometimes this could be universal energy telling you, yeah, like it's not happening right now, but that's because you're in the Four Swords mentality. You're still protecting yourself. You're still feeling wounded. You're still feeling like that baby bird that doesn't want to leave the nest. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you're guarding yourself, and you see the heart, the heart's still there. You're connected, just like this one here. Okay. Right? You see that little heart being held there by spirit. So you're holding space for somebody. Maybe it's somebody that you can't let go of, somebody from your past that you had a real strong connection with. I don't know. But the end result is the Nine of Cups. Like you're going to be free from this. I feel like you're going to come to some kind of, energy where you come to, like, everything kind of just comes out. And that might be from that conversation, right? That's going to have. Now, this could be somebody from your past. This could be somebody that you don't know yet, that hasn't come into your life. Like that's not clear because none of those cards presented themselves in this reading. So I feel like that's up in the air. So, and I like that sometimes because not really quite knowing, if it's somebody from the past, or like, you're thinking about it. You're just going to get on with your life and realize that, maybe this person's coming in. And again, it could be somebody that It could be some, because, that wish fulfillment, that star card is there. And sometimes, when you see that star card, it's like, somebody's wishing on a star, wishing for something to come true, wishing for something to happen. So usually when you're making wishes, it's for something that you've put an intention out into the universe for, like you are either thinking about someone, something, or a situation, right? So it could be somebody from your past. But again, not for all of you. So, yeah, so I like this reading. It's very powerful. It's very emotional. There's a lot of cups cards here, a lot of action cards, and then the one sword card, which is the eight, like the ace, which is like the best card you can have in the deck for the swords, which is intellect, communication, air energy, right? And there are no major arcana on the floor, which is very, very interesting to me. So there's not much that you Cancerians are dealing with in terms of core foundations or like serious situational life things. Like this is something that's just on the surface that you're dealing with internally, right? With spirit, and something that it's been on your mind and maybe just been thinking about. And I feel like it's with that 2 of Cups in reverse and that 8 being the infinity number over the overall reading for all those angel cards that popped out. I really like the fact that that's there, because what it does is it tells me that this is soulmate energy. So whoever came in or is going to come in, it's going to be a very, very strong connection. It's going to be a very strong connection. But I feel like, you're also going to come. So some of you are also going to come to that place of like realization, like, yes, I've been wounded, but this person's going to actually help you come out of that mentality, out of that space, right? Take you out of the nest. And like, look how free this card is. Like this person's like, yes, like this is almost like fool energy. Like I'm just going to leap of faith, information, conversation, emotion, right? And it's very powerful because it's about like letting universal energy just come in and take over and right. Hi, Photius. Thanks for joining. He says, hi there. Could I possibly have a reading, please? Absolutely. Absolutely. The cards look very freeing. I want to be that. Rob the Shark. Yeah, don't we all? Right? Oh, so, okay. So I like this reading for you guys, Cancers. Okay. So that ends. I'm going to close the end of the reading for you guys. And since we have some people on the floor, we're going to go ahead and pull some cards for you. So the first person in here was Rob the Shark. So we're going to start with you, Rob. I'm going to pull a few cards for you. So you just think about what it is you want to ask in terms of like, like, am I going to win the lottery? No, you don't ask those questions, but like, just ask like, what intention in the universe, like, what is it that's on your mind that you kind of want a little bit more clarity about? And I'll pull a few cards and see if it resonates with you. Can't guarantee it will, but you just never know. Just never know. So, okay. I forgot those two. Put this one back. Cheers. All right. So I'm just gonna put these down so you can see. So we're gonna cut the deck. Didn't work out. The Hierophant in the reverse. Queen of Cups. 5 of Cups in the reverse. That was in the last reading, that 5 of Cups in reverse. The Hanged Man. Okay, so you're feeling sort of stuck. Aren't we all? Aren't we all? But you know what? Being stuck is also sort of freeing. And I'll tell you why. It allows you to really go into hermit mode and like self-reflect. And what will my future hold in business? Okay, perfect. We'll do a coin read. So I feel like you feel stuck in that situation, but it also is very freeing because it allows you to sort of like have a moment of like self-reflection, right? Like, how do I get unstuck? Okay, like I realize this is what my issue is. I'm not moving anywhere, basically. Like, I'm not progressing, I'm not going backwards, I'm not going forwards. I'm just like, in the middle. And a lot of us feel that way currently. So that's in the energy. However, with your situation, the number 12 being the number 3, the number 3 comes in, sort of like I want to say patterns. So I feel like there's some patterns that you need to pay attention to with respect to your question that perhaps you need to break. The Hierophant is the number 5, which is about change. Now, the Hierophant card talks about somebody who is sort of, in a sense, like they have it like they're like a teacher or a spiritual advisor or somebody who is educational. So I feel like, to answer your question, I don't know if in the past you've had someone teach you this particular active business, or has given or paved the way to specific situations in which this is what you're doing to make money. But it's in the reverse. So I feel like that did not serve you in any kind of a way. And I feel like you cut that is maybe why you feel stuck. And I don't know if that resonates with you, but that could be what's happening here. But you have this Queen of Cups energy, like you're looking for your partner. You're looking for somebody who can come in and fulfill you and give you that energy to boost your confidence and say, like, look, like I got you, like you're my person, like let's just go for it. You see how she's sitting in the water, so she's like sort of submerged, like halfway in, and she's just sort of meditating, and she's got that one cup, and she just kind of has her arms up, and she's just got this like beautiful wave of energy around her. The Queen of Cups is a beautiful card. It's again about emotion, about nurture, about caring. The queens are all about like mothering, kind of nurturing, sort of like support, right? Yes, they are beautiful cards. Yeah, I know. So it's about support, and I feel like you're looking for that support. Yeah, so it says, maybe a new business partner or a new mentor. My business is at a crossroads. Makes sense. Yeah, exactly. So this feeling, this sense of support. So again, this person, and if you notice, like I'm going to show you, like this person doesn't think she's the queen. See how it's above her head in the air? She holds it. She holds space for her authenticity or his authenticity, whatever this energy is for whoever's coming in to help you out with this particular business journey. Or if you do change partners or you go with somebody new, or you just maybe like start looking, right? This person is not an ego. This person is going to be very humble. This person's going to have information. This person's going to help guide you. But she's not going to be like narcissistic or codependent or like, okay, well, I'm going to give you this information just so I can take a few dollars off the, you know what I mean? So, it's authenticity, and she's in her power, or he, or whatever. It's not gender specific, but just the energy of femininity, right? And this feeling of like freeing energy from like this person. Like you're going to get, here's something coming through for you. Like I feel like there's a message of somebody's going to come forward, not in not as a teacher or mentor or spiritual advisor, but somebody is going to give you like support in a sense that you're going to feel out of that vortex of like I just keep going round and round and round with this in my head and I can't figure it out. You know what I mean? Like she's going to help you unravel this hangman energy, right? Like this feeling stuck. But if you see this card, there's like a beautiful sun like burst in the background, and she's hanging over water, which is all about emotion, right? And it's kind of like the circus card, which is kind of interesting because a lot of the other decks are just, like the actual hanged man hanging from a rope, and it's not as nice. But this one is just more like you're balanced. You know what you're doing. You're not going to fall off. It's just that you're not ready to flip over and land into that water, right? You're not. So I feel like when that comes in, you're going to have somebody there to support you, right? And it's going to be somebody that doesn't think that they're all that. It's going to be somebody who is, kind of like not an ego, willing to support and help you, but in an out of the box kind of way. I feel like it's not somebody who has got credentials or like somebody who is like a pastor or like there's no like certificates on the wall. Like this person's going to have like a lot of fucking energy that's going to come through and be like, boom. And you're going to know it and you're going to feel it. And you'll be like, yeah, okay, let's do this. Right. And you're going to take a chance. And I feel like that's going to work out for you. But I just want to pull a few cards because I'm just curious about the overall outcome of this reading. And again, this is just a micro little mini. So read, it's not, full reading. I do full extended readings, but I do charge for those. They're exhausting and they drain my energy. So, but you can message me after if you're interested. Okay, so we have, thank you. Yes, and I knew it. And there's the infinity symbol. Okay, so the Magician came out. So this, you're going to manifest this into fruition. This is something that's divine. It's about divine timing. It's about patience. It's about really putting your intention out to the universe as to what you really want. And you have to be specific. Okay. I say this all the time because like, I'm a victim of it too. It's like, oh, I want a great person to come into my life, or I want more, money at my job. Well, there's something that comes with that. Like, it's kind of like, okay, well, I got a raise, but I've got to work like 30 hours more than before. Like, is that really worth it? I didn't think this through. Kind of a wish. Or, like, how can I work less and make more is a more direct, detailed ask. Do you know what I'm saying? So when you manifest, make sure that it's very clear and intent on what you want. Okay. Because the universe is listening and, based on the angel cards we pulled, like it's again, infinity, it's divine timing. It's definitely something that is magical. Like it's part of the collective and all that beautiful energy that surrounds us that we provide for each other and like we give to each other and, lift each other up and stuff. So I feel like, again, that person's going to come in, lift you up, help you out and take you out of this feeling of like, you're going to go down the drain with this thought process. Like, is this a waste of my time? Am I, like you're rejecting it, right? Again, that rejection card. So I feel like that's what's going on here for you, but it's great that that Magician card came up because that means that the overall reading of this is like, you're going to make it happen for you. Regardless of what partner you have or what business idea it is, like some person either is in your life or will come into your life that's going to be like, what about this? And you're going to be like, oh my God, yes. Like, oh my God, that would work. Like, let's do that. Right. Like I could come to you, Rob, and say like, let's do a radio podcast. We'll do a YouTube podcast. We'll talk about whatever the hell we want to talk about, like the Joe Rogan show. And, maybe like we're on here and start making millions, like that kind of thing. It's not somebody that's going to be like, what, like I'm out of Harvard and I spent years in marketing and finance and blah, blah. Like, it's kind of outside the box. So anyway, that's what I feel for you. Again, anything can change. Life changes every day. Every day is a new timeline. That's my motto on here. So take it for what it's worth. All right, who's up next? So we have Miss Mystic. Do you mind if I do our newcomer, Photius Veritos? If that's okay with you, only because he's new to the channel. And again, if you haven't subscribed, please do so. If you already have, just check your subscriptions because, sometimes if I don't do videos consistently, you get unsubscribed. So just make sure you're still there and hit the notification button as well. And you'll get notified for my next readings and things, or future readings, I should say. And, if you want to leave a comment and things like that, like those of you who are watching that, it's not live and you're just tuning in and kind of watching the recorded version of it, comment below if it resonates with you Cancerians out there. All right, so here we go. So, okay, thanks, Miss Mystic. So yeah, so Photius Veritos, that's such an interesting handle. I wonder what that means. Okay, so it says, could I possibly have a reading, please? Okay, so I want you to just focus or concentrate on, I don't even know if he's still in the room. Are you still here? Can you use this message to say that you're still here? Because it shows that there's only 2 people in the chat. And if he's not here, then I'll just do you, Mystic. I think he's left. I don't see anything. All right, cool. So we'll just do you. We'll do you now, okay? So I'm just going to cut up the cards. Oh, let me see. I try not to bend them too much like I would a card deck because these kind of wear out. So, woof, high energy there. King of Pentacles in the reverse. Ha 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 ha! Miss Mystic, this came up for you the last time. What is going on? So this is somebody who's in the energy of like trying to get, you know, that king energy, that I'm stable. I got my house, I got my job, I got my pension, and I got everything in the works. I'm just waiting to retire. Life is good, and I want to share it with somebody, right? You know, I can sit and relax. I can garden. I can go fishing. I can go golfing. Like somebody who's like in their element. And this is in reverse. So I feel like this person, if it's a romantic question, is still searching to become this person still. And that's past energy, of course. So what's going on currently? One card, please. Okay, come on. It's not talking. All right, I'll take it. Four of Pentacles. Yeah, this person, again, this was in the last reading. I can't even believe this. I can't make this up. I cannot make this up, my guys. Like, Four of Pentacles. Okay, so he's holding on to his purse strings, not very generous with money right now. He's trying to save, see, to become that King of Pentacles. And again, that Nine of Cups energy. See, he wants freedom as well. Freedom emotionally, so that, you know, he can be free emotionally once he gets all these finances together. Or if it's you in this reading, or her, like if you have a girlfriend, I don't know what your, you know, gender specific or whatever it is, but this person in whatever energy you're thinking about. Or if this is like a reading about like finance, then I feel like you're trying to get to a place where you're financially stable. So you just kind of try to like, you know, hold your purse tightly to your, you know, chest for a little bit, maybe not so generous as you normally are, save some money because your bills are, you know, piling up, or perhaps you want to save for a house or save to pay off your credit card or maybe go for a trip, whatever. And then that will come into like this idea of like, yes, like I'm free. Like I, you know, I can just sort of take a leap of faith and that energy is going to be there. It's universal, it's divine, right? And the overall outcome is the Knight of Swords. Oof. Okay, Knight of Swords. I don't want to say it, but that's my cheating card. This person, I'm going to look this up, guys, because I have notes on some things, and I just want to make sure I'm not, I know I should be looking this up, but I'm very curious. So this person's got mental walls up, or it's you. Or maybe it has to do with a job. Like you just don't really want to like deal with that situation, or, you know, like you don't want to work 20 hours more to get that extra money. So you're going to manage what you have to get there, or because you want a sense of freedom in life, or maybe it's a relationship and you're dealing with somebody who's trying to get to that place where they can be free to be involved. Maybe they're emotionally cut off right now. And so because the Swords card is here, there's a mental opposition, and I feel like there's confliction there. I feel like this person's truthful to a fault in the way that this person comes off as a liar. Does that make sense? Like, you know, when you're really super honest and it's like, are you being honest though? Like, really? Like, I don't know. Like, or maybe it's this passive aggressive sort of energy where you're like, you really look good in that dress. Right? And you're just like, what the fuck? Like, are they insulting me? Or are they being honest? I can't tell because of that crazy little laugh. So I get that energy going on here for whatever this is involving in that question. And again, it's not in the reverse. So this person is not a cynical person by nature. And I don't think that he or she or the situation is like intentionally directed like at you. I just feel like if you're thinking of another person, hi Huncho, yeah, for sure, definitely. Just give me 1 sec. If you're thinking of another person, or if this is like a relationship question, this person's definitely taken time out to focus on like them, like she, her, they, or him. Like it's not gender specific, but this person's taking time out and he's like, look, he's like running after his bike, dude. Like he's just like, what the fuck? And there's the eagle, and the eagle's like, come on, follow me, hurry up. And you see he's got his like, his arrow on and ready to like fight and hunt, and like he's running to get to his transportation. His transportation is not taking him. You see, he's trying to get someplace. So again, with the King of Pentacles in the reverse, it is definitely somebody who's trying to get someplace financially. And, again, to get to that feeling of being emotionally free to do what they want to do with their life. So I feel like if you're wanting to know if that's going to work out, I don't think this is the time for that. I feel like this person is just kind of like, focusing on their career or whatever. So hope that helps, Miss Mystic. Okay, yeah, sure, Honcho. Thanks for joining. Please subscribe. What are my feelings? What are JM feelings towards me? Like, does she even still think about me? Okay, so it's a relationship for each. Does she still think about you? I'd say yes. Oh, that's so many cards, dude. Like, this is a full reading. Oh my God. Okay. All right. I'm going to do it because this is just crazy. This doesn't happen. No. Look. Oh my God, that was weird. Those are all the cards that were just here, and they literally flipped over. Like, it was bizarre. Okay. King of Wands energy in the reverse. They're not actioning out their feelings. 8 of Wands in the reverse. They are not transitioning. It's not a fast thing that's coming in. They've got the Judgment card. So they're feeling like their soul needs some kind of like some sort of like, I don't know, like some sort of like ownership of of someone's behavior, or perhaps they want to share an apology for their behavior. Because this is definitely energy of soul, like just wanting like an answer to something. But this person was also in a lot of grief with the 5 of Pentacles. They're feeling very left out in the cold. The Fool in the reverse, yeah, very cautious, watching where they're stepping, not looking where they're leaping, not taking any faith-based jumps, like they're really, really walking the line. Maybe in their ego a little bit with that Emperor card there. I'll do this. Okay. Because the Emperor is all about Aries energy, and it talks about being an ego. So maybe there's something there mentally that's preventing her from reaching out to you. Maybe some embarrassment, some shame, some guilt, something that maybe what happened is she's just not ready to talk about it. Or maybe there's just too much mental decision-making over the heart. Like it's taken over, like it's more mind than heart, right? Definitely she's somebody who is very, very communicative. So maybe an air sign. But again, she's got that 5 of Cups energy like you have, like the rest of us had earlier in the reading that came out again, feeling like, things are just being swept away into a vortex, and you're feeding it. You're feeding that feeling of rejection, or that feeling of, you're losing something. But you also have the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. So I think that you're just sort of dealing with somebody who is also trying to get their money situated, but they're having a hard time. They're still trying to get someplace. They're still trying to make something happen. They're still trying to get their career on track, or figure out, how to pay all their bills, or like maybe their living situation, that sort of thing. They're really focused on that. And they are in a hermit mode. They're in self-reflection. So maybe that's why you haven't heard from them. But I think they do think of you. Definitely with that conflict. I feel like there might have been a lot of arguments that took place between you two, a lot of conflict, a lot of resolution, a lot of compromises, but a lot of fighting, like a lot of arguments. Maybe that's why you two split up. Because again, with that Ace of Swords, like, very intellectual, somebody who kind of like maybe played mental gymnastics with you in conversation with that ego. So you could have been dealing with a narcissist. I'm not sure. Page of Wands is there. So I really feel like that message of action, of communication might come in for you. So I feel like she might reach out again. Like I said, yes, in the beginning. So that's a confirmation of that. And look, this is Lover's energy. Lover's energy, which is also my soulmate card. It's Gemini energy. The Queen of Cups came back around to say hello, with that balance of emotion, nurturing, caring, like offering of some kind of guidance, support through this time for you. So somebody in your life is going to maybe help you through this. But you know what, dude, you got a lot of options. You're going to have a lot of options coming in. Okay. And you got the Chariot card. So I really would not worry too much about this person if she doesn't come back around, because you have some options coming in. You have the universe is going to provide a bunch of different things that you can choose from. And with that Chariot card, yeah, dude, you're going to be on your way. But I will say this much. I do think she thinks of you. I do think that she's too egotistical to come out and say, like, I'm really sorry. Oh, you're the Gemini. Okay, so you came into your own reading. Okay, cool. So am I. Welcome to the tribe. But no, so do I feel like you guys will reconnect? No, I don't. I think that she may reach out to you. I don't think it's going to get anywhere. I do think she does think about you, and probably reflects quite a lot, because she's in a sense of self-reflection right now, and she's just trying to sort things out. How long ago did it how long ago? Hey, Tarot Destroyer, thanks for joining. Please subscribe. How long ago did you two separate, if you don't mind me asking? And was it from argumentative situations? Like, was there a lot of conflict between the two of you in terms of like communication? Was that a poor communication skills there, or? I don't know. I do think that she really, I feel like she was somebody who felt there was a soulmate connection, and you may have felt there was a soulmate connection. I wanted just a second. I want to check something out here. I want to check something out real quick for you. Cancer energy. Okay, the Chariot card. Lovers is Gemini, which is you. Hermit is Virgo. Emperor is Aries energy. Judgment, well, Justice is Libra. So, I mean, Judgment, Justice, they kind of are I don't know. You could say Libra if you really wanted, but it's not really Libra. But, and then, yeah. So you've got just, yeah, the communication wasn't the best. Yeah, I didn't think so, Huncho, because like when that Queen of Swords came up, beside the 5 of Wands, I was like, ooh. Lydia's saying we were just getting to know each other, but the communication wasn't too good on both. Yeah. So this led to assumptions, and of course, yes, judgment between the both of us. Of course, I can see that for sure. And if she was an ego and you were in heart, she could have taken that in a paranoid way and rejected it and thinking you weren't being truthful or honest, or vice versa. Sometimes when we're with somebody who isn't really all that trusting and wants to take that leap of faith, because the Fool was in the reverse. Like, she's not somebody who just jumps into things. Like, she was probably very cautious, had a wall up. Maybe there was some trauma from the past there. Who knows? We all have baggage, right? But yeah, I definitely feel that there's a lot of like Aries energy in the ego, Hermit, self-reflection, Virgo, Lovers, Gemini. There's two sides of the situation. Of course, the Chariot, where this is moving somewhere. So I feel like either it's moving toward each other or it's moving away from each other, but I really don't think she's going to reach out to you anytime soon. There was the page there, so that is message, communication, something coming in, maybe an offering. However, I feel like with the options that are kind of come in kind of like within the next month or so may sort of like just turn your head, and that might help you kind of move on. She basically moved on. Yeah. I feel like this connection might have been strong on your side and maybe not on hers, but if it is soulmate connection, like perhaps this will circle back. Do you know what I'm saying? The world card didn't come up, so I don't see this being like a cycle or a learning thing. I just feel like you might have had like a really strong soul connection, but the mind and heart were not in balance, right? And that may be why you guys didn't get along. All right, so what do you got? Tarot the Destroyer. I hope that helped out, Huncho. Yeah, I did mention I could have been a soulmate connection. Yes, I did. I mentioned that because of the Lovers card in Gemini. But again, usually that's the Two of Cups. But when I see the Gemini, oh, no problem. No worries. Yeah, just tune in and subscribe, of course. Yeah, no, the Lovers card is very, I sort of use it the same as I would the Two of Cups. Like, it does talk about soul connection, soulmate energy. The Two of Cups is like confirmed soulmate, like 100%. The Lovers card is more like romantic, Gemini, twin energy, which is also, in my opinion, like soulmate connection or soul connection, two things coming together, right? So that's how I'd look at that card. And Geminis are very intellectual, like we're very communicative people. But we can, as you know, basically create our own issues. Like sometimes we get in our own way because, it's like we have a thought process, and sometimes we can get into ego and forget that, we need to get back into self and be like out of other and into self, and to sort of like be centered with, a grounding of balance of heart emotions. And so when that's in balance, it's good. But when it's not, sometimes, we can be taken differently because we're just so mental, right? Like, I don't mean that mental like crazy, but like mentalist. Like, we're just very, like, we take things apart and put them back together, and we're puzzle solvers and we like to figure things out. And I feel like maybe you tried like really, really hard to make it work, but she just wasn't having it, but anyway, there could have been a really great connection there. But, sometimes people just come into our life for a particular time, and then that's all. You learn from it, something perhaps between you that you can take with you to the next relationship, maybe. Okay, no worries. So let's see. So Tarot Destroyer, the word tarot and German tarot derive from the Italian tarocchi, the origin of which is uncertain, but tarot was used as a synonym for foolishness in the late 15th and early 16th centuries. That's really neat. I did not know that. Thanks for sharing. That was really great. Okay, so listen, that ends the reading. Thank you for joining today. And I hope that something's resonated with you. If you've just joined, thank you. Please come again. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that like button. Also, if you want to tune into your own sign, Gemini is already up, and so is what did I say it was, Miss Mystic, earlier? I forget what I said it was. We had so I did Sagittarius, Libra, and Gemini, so you can check those videos out. Those are already up. And with that being said, thanks for joining. And thanks, Miss Mystic. You guys rock too. Thanks for being here. And you know what? Kindred spirits are forever. So thank you for joining me today. And I'll see you next time I wake up on my timeline. Cheers. How fun.